Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key is the newest installment in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, and if you didn't know, it was only released on the iOS and Android market, as well as online in Japan. If you're newly introduced to this and you're like, oh, that's amazing, it's a Kingdom Hearts game on mobile again, then you might be disappointed if you live in Europe, because Square has yet to actually release it in Europe, which is absolutely ridiculous. Key has been released into Japan and North America, and is yet to actually have a release date in Europe. As of now, Key has been out for nearly a month, and it's also been past PAX East, so it's fairly safe to assume that they would have mentioned at least something about a European release, but they actually haven't said anything at all. And seeing as Unchained Key is one of the key parts of the Kingdom Hearts series, and it's a key point to understanding some of the story, it's pretty ridiculous to be releasing it only in North America and Japan, especially seeing as it's on such a widely adaptive an accessible device such as a mobile phone. Now, people that have found out how to actually put this onto a European device, whether it be an iPhone or some random Android device, I don't know, but the people that have understood how to do that is saying, well, you can just put it onto a European phone by changing your store or just downloading it as a zip. Problem is, 1, I'm incredibly lazy and cannot be bothered to make a North American Apple account, so I'm pretty screwed on that part. 2, I don't own an Android phone, so even if I could download it, I couldn't use it because I don't have an Android phone, unless you can emulate it somehow. I don't know how that'll work. But to leave out such a big part of your market is pretty stupid. I own pretty much every single Kingdom Hearts game that was released, save for a few. I'd say about 3 or 4 games that have been released in Japan or something that I don't actually own. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts collector and I really wanted to play this. It's pretty stupid that I probably have to wait until Kingdom Hearts 2.8 comes out before I can even play it. And even then I wouldn't even be able to play it because it's only the cutscenes that are going to be made. I would like to be able to interact with the game, just like every other Kingdom Hearts game that I've played before. I don't want to be introduced to this game just by watching a nearly 2-hour film. And I'm not the only person that's felt this. There's also been other people coming from Europe that really wants this to be released here and can't be bothered to make a American account or just don't want to download it because they just want to have it. This might be petty and I could be incredibly lazy sounding, which is true. I am very lazy, so don't discriminate. People have even been contacting the official developers that are making Kingdom Hearts Key, and even Kingdom Hearts and Square's Twitter accounts themselves, and they even actually say that no announcement for a release date in Europe or any other international version has been announced. And I want to reiterate that this is ridiculous marketing practice, especially seeing that Kingdom Hearts is really popular not only in North America but in Europe as well, especially in the UK. It's incredibly dumb for them to do this, and they should really be changing their minds and deciding to release it here, because there are people that really want this. And I've seen people comment on the last video that the Kingdom Hearts YouTube channel has uploaded, asking when a release date for Europe is going to be announced. People really want this, they really do, but it's just kind of disappointing when Square come along and just say that there's not an announcement for a European version. It's like when Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories was released. We never got a release date and we never actually got the game released in Europe until Kingdom Hearts 2.5, which is stupid because, to be fair, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories was actually released on the Game Boy Advance in Europe, but it would have been nice to have had the version on the PS2. The problem then is that not everyone could have a PS2, but now everyone can have either an Android or an iPhone because they are pretty cheap to have. So this is kind of a huge market that they're missing out on, even if it is just the part of Europe that they're not including. And again, I want to reiterate that this might sound stupid, it might sound ridiculous, and it might sound childish, and it might sound like I'm being absolutely ridiculously lazy, because you know what, I am lazy, so it doesn't really matter. But it would really be nice to have an official release in Europe without having to download it from America. And it's not just that it hasn't been announced for the European countries, it's that it hasn't been included, and it hasn't been talked about. We haven't been acknowledged, and it just feels like neglect from Square. So, you know what, it does kind of feel like we're being neglected as a market. It does feel like we're kind of being shunned aside because of North America and Japan. I don't want to make it sound like I have a problem with Japan or North America, because of course I don't, but it's just a practice that Square's taking. It's kind of dumb. So I guess that's all I really wanted to talk about. I just wanted to voice my opinion on this because it's kind of stupid that we don't actually get this, especially with people that are such huge Kingdom Hearts fans as is myself. We get to miss out on this until there's an official release date or until Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is released, which is, again, is stupid. I don't want to watch a 2-hour cutscene of a game that I could just easily play play it on my phone. So if you have any opinions on this, any points of view, then voice them down below. I'd be interested to see what you guys have to say. I haven't done one of these talk videos for a while. So thank you very much for listening. I'm really intrigued as to what you guys have to say about this. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, and good day.